Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this video, we're going to be talking about some of the things that Mattel showed off at San Diego Comic-Con. Now, as you guys know, I wasn't able to attend, so almost all of these photos are, if not all of them, are from toyark.com. There'll be a link in the description if you want to check out them. All credit goes to them, not claiming their mind, just using them so that we can talk about the new figures. The first figure I want to talk about looks like it's going to be a Build-A-Figure. I mean, it's built on like the most used Build-A-Figure body we've seen from Mattel, and I have no idea who this character is. It looks kind of like Peter Dinklage from Avengers Infinity War. I don't know, but I love that body, so it'll be fun to get a new figure on that if I buy this stuff. I'm not sure I'm going to get back into it, honestly. There's a couple of them that look really cool. I may grab a couple, but probably not going in all the way. Next up is Aquaman, which is in his darker, almost red color with the buzz cut and the black, and he's just kind of like a badass looking version of Aquaman. I guess a lot of Aquaman fans don't like this version. I'm not partial to it, but it looks like it's okay. These are essentially DCUC figures with slightly updated tooling. Like, some of them look like they're going to be having double jointed knees, and a couple of new sculpts here and there, but largely we're looking at the same bodies as before. Beast Boy is, I don't know, people say this looks good to me. It looks like a girl, and it's Beast Boy, so I don't get it. I couldn't like the character less for Beast Boy. It's just, to me, it's such a generic character, no good at all. But anyway, some people like it. It looks like it's going to be a fun figure to get for some people. Not me, but other people may enjoy it. We did get a look at a new Katana figure, which is actually new and the only one we've gotten of this variety, so that's really cool. I've always liked this character. It'll be a fun one to add to the collection. It's worth noting that the hips appear to be very different than before, and also diaphragm joints rather than an ab crunch. So this could be a move in the right direction for Mattel. They might actually be going and making some changes to things rather than using the same molds from almost 20 years ago in some cases. We do get a look at Hawkgirl here again, same thing with the hips and the diaphragm joint. Not so sold on the wings. The static pose just doesn't really quite make the most sense, but maybe it'll be okay. We'll see. The body looks really good. The paints look good. We'll see how they turn out. It's worth noting that these DC figures almost always look really good in the painted prototypes that you see at conventions, and then they come out and they're all glossy and have half the paint, so we'll see how it turns out. We got to look at the new Kyle Rayner figure, which looks pretty awful if you look at his face, and his energy effect thing is yellow, mostly. So I don't know about that. And the figure, it's just not selling me. It looks like it's on the medium build body, which is basically the same as before. But again, new hips, that's a good thing, which means new legs. That's definitely a good thing. That's one upgrade for sure. So double jointed knees, better hips, better thighs, that's all around better. Single jointed elbows, And then we have Black Canary, which looks terrible to me. The proportions just look really, really off. The shape of the legs and the hip area, just and the face. I don't like anything about this. It looks like it's like got a nice quality of finish to it, but overall the design just does not look very good. We got to see another Green Lantern in Jon Stewart, and as I mentioned, the flat paint here looks fantastic. We'll see if it holds through the final production. Head sculpt looks really, really good. We have the glowing power ring, so. Yeah, I'm hesitantly excited for this line only because we might get to add some better versions of some of the old DCUC figures. So if you weren't into DCUC, this is great for you. If you were, then this could be good for you, but you're going to do a lot of rebuying, it seems, and that's kind of a bummer. We got to see a new Lobo figure, which I don't know. I know a lot of people really like Lobo, but do we want a Lobo that's almost the same size as Kid Flash? I don't think so. Not for me anyway. It looks like it'll be okay. But you'll see at the end of this video why this Lobo is definitely not going to be the choice to get if you're only going to get one Lobo. We got to look at the Kid Flash, which looks okay. I mean, it's pretty much in line with the DCUC one, just looks fancier because it's a prototype, and does have the new updated articulation in a few places. And he's black this time, so if you like that version, then you get that version, so can't go wrong there. We have another Kid Flash. I don't know, there's so many different Flashes now, and they keep changing their suits. I just can't keep up, but it looks okay. It's fine. Most of these figures, they are really just DCUC figures with new upper legs and middle legs. So there's not like a whole lot to talk about, honestly, but looks fine. If you want that version of Flash, you'll be able to get it. And then we have Starfire, which doesn't look anything like that counterpart we saw in that one movie trailer, or a series trailer, whatever it is, that was garbage. This looks really good. I love the hair. I love the overall look. It probably uses a lot of the same proportions as the Black Canary, but it looks a lot better on this one, so I'm psyched for this. It looks like it'll definitely be a good addition to the collection. Speaking of good additions to the collection, you can't have too much Nightwing, and here we have another Nightwing. He does look particularly bulky though. It's on the medium build with the big old shoulders. I don't know, I mean, I'll get it. I like the Bat family plenty, so I'll probably be picking this up. But he does look very thick for a Nightwing, which, I don't know, it's not accurate at all, but I don't necessarily hate it, so we'll see how it turns out. And of course, if I'm going to get Bat family stuff, I'm going to have to get the Batman Beyond suit, which looks fantastic. I don't know why Nightwing wasn't built more like this. Probably should have been. But either way, this looks really, 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 really good. Really good. The Batman Beyond suit that we got from before is basically that big old body that we've seen a million times, and this is much trimmer, much sleeker. Looks like it exactly like it should. Very excited about that. They showed a new Superman figure, which has the new hips, which is awesome. I wouldn't mind getting like the core characters again with the updated articulation. But this is the older looking Superman with the black on his S logo, and I think it looks really good. If they can actually deliver this line, I think it's going to be a good thing for Mattel. They've been kind of stagnant for quite a while in the comic book realm, and having these new updated DCUC style figures, but much better, I think could be a really good move. I think people are dying to get some DC stuff that's quality, so fingers crossed that's what we're going to end up getting with these. And then oddly enough, the Batman anime movie, the Ninja Batman look, is being done by Mattel. And it looks a lot better than the one from Figma or the one from SH Figure Arts, so I will definitely be picking this up. The movie itself, questionable, but the figure design is pretty cool, so I love it. I really, really like this Batman look, and Mattel is definitely doing the best. It's not going to be very posable probably, but it definitely will look good on a shelf. So this will be a pickup for sure, as long as it's not some crazy like subscription thing. And then we do also have Joker. I've heard that it's a Build-A-Figure, which doesn't really make sense unless they're tying it in with other figures that aren't from the anime, but so far we've only seen Batman and Joker, so I'm not sure about that. And Joker's smaller than Batman, so I don't really get the whole Build-A-Figure thing, but we'll see. Looks really good, and these will definitely be in my collection. I like them. I like them a whole bunch, if they look anything like this after final production. And then lastly from Mattel, we have just a screenshot of like a prototype, a 3D model of one of my favorite characters, Red Hood. We're finally going to get a good Red Hood figure. This is great news. Couldn't be better. It looks really good. Maybe a little slender, but most of the time he was slender, and he is Robin, or one of the Robins, so it makes sense. I was hoping for a little bit more poof in the jacket, I guess, but still looks really, really nice. I can't wait to get this. And again, it's in their new multiverse line, so it should fit in with DCUC figures. Now, going away from Mattel, we have a reason to not buy the Mattel Lobo, and that is that Storm Collectibles is making a Lobo figure, and he's going to be big and beefy and awesome. Probably. He does have muffin tops here on the prototype. That's not necessarily a good thing, but the rest of this figure looks really good. If they can avoid serious QC issues, this is going to sell like crazy. People have wanted a Lobo for forever. This is the Lobo from Injustice, and I think people are going to be okay with that because it's still basically just his normal look. So fancy articulation, fancy sculpt, fancy paint, it's going to be a must-have. Maybe not so much of a must-have is the Storm Collectibles Darkseid from Injustice. This is one of the Injustice designs that I can't say I'm a big fan of. It's not that far of a departure from his classic look, but I do love me some classic Darkseid, so I don't know about the extra armor and stuff. But either way, I'm pretty sure people are going to like this, and he is pretty massive, so it'll be a fun pickup for most everybody. And that's it, guys. That's all I really wanted to talk about from the DC side of things. They did show a bunch of Aquaman stuff, but I'm just not psyched about movie stuff that much anymore for figures. And they showed a couple other things, but this is the good stuff that I felt like talking about. So let me know what you thought about these things in the comment section below. Let me know which ones you are looking forward to, which ones you're not looking forward to, which ones you think are going to be good and going to be bad, and all that kind of stuff. And then we will go from there. So thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I have new videos up almost every single day. We talk about action figures, movies, TV shows, video games, and all kinds of other fun things. So make sure you click that thumbs up button if you like the video. And in the meantime, keep collecting.